Hi, welcome to the Candy Artist. My name is Tish. I'm the Candy Artist for Mama T's Candies here in Texas. I got my syrup. Words are hard. I got my syrup all ready to go. Well, it started. It's not ready. So I'm going to bring you down to our table. I'm going to go take the lid off that, get the thermometer in there, and then let that come to 310. So let me switch it over. There we go. Wrong one. We'll go with this one. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Give me one moment. Okay. So I got my lollies here, and I don't think we're not gonna do any flower ones because those are for gift baskets. So I'm gonna move those aside, and then I'm gonna bring these out. I'm gonna use these little aluminum foil bits to put under the corners so they stay somewhat level. So I think I got my cherry flavor all ready, and I have an all-natural cherry that I'm gonna experiment with shortly because I want to bring, for me, I don't mind the artificial flavors and colors as long as it, falls within the FDA guidelines, I guess. I got room for one more, I think. Let's put some sticks on there and see where we're at. So we're going to do cherry lollies, and then we're going to do cherry candy as well. So let's see. Yeah, that should be good. How about this guy? Okay, so my hands are washed and dried. I did that while I was checking on the syrups because my hands always get sticky when I measure out the flavor oil, and I just got done with that right before going live because I want to make sure I had everything that I needed so I wasn't frantically running around looking for things, because that's usually how my day goes. Alright, so we got those. I think we have room for one more. Let me grab one out of the drawer because I wash them and dry the molds, and then I put them in a drawer so they stay clean. I think I'm gonna put that guy. Now let's see, he's not wanting to sit in there, right? Okay. go. Maybe not. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 36. That should be enough. Let's put this one back. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to turn on my heat table. So, I'm going to finish these sticks and then go turn on my heat table. Hopefully we have enough in the bag. I have one extra. I have more. I have like 1,000 of these. I buy in bulk whenever I can afford it. I buy in bulk. So we got one left in there. So we're gonna stick this over here because we got more lollies to make later. Let me get this turned on, and I want this light turned on. There we go. And then put this down. Grab this guy. So we got the heat table on. I've got my ladles warming. I'm going to put this over here. That's on high. I double checked the lights to make sure that they're on because they do have switches on them. Okay, now we can get ready for the syrup. I moved my step stool out of the way. There we go. Oh, we didn't wash this guy. Well, let's wash him now. It was the other one we washed. I'm like, I know I washed one of these in the sink. Okay, we're at 250 for the sugar syrup. So about another 15 minutes or so and we'll be ready to do all the things. And so we're going to bring it to about 310. And then add our flavor and our color. And there is something sticky on the floor. Wonder what that could be. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're going to take the bleach water and we're going to clean this. I say bleach water, it's 5%. I think it's 5%. It's either 3 or 5% bleach to water, so it's a very low ratio. There's probably more communities that have more bleach in their public water systems. And I need to get new towels because these ones were inexpensive and now they're falling apart because I wash them. I use them for about a day in the kitchen and then I throw them in the wash. So here we go. And I have my hand at the edge of the table. I don't know if you can see that, but trying to catch all the candy from falling on the ground. I don't like to use soap on silicone just because it does leave a slight film. So that's why I grab the bleach water. I usually let it soak in the sink to get all the particles off. And then I use soap, just like a drop or two, and then I rinse it really good, and then I hit it with bleach water. I say bleach water, sand water, sanitizing water. All right, we're at 260. And it is very humid here today, so we'll see how this goes. There is a little bit of soap in this towel. So I used it to wipe off the stove after I scrubbed it, but I rinsed the towel out really well. There we go. Nice and clean. I'm going to move this down a little bit. So it's about where I want it. Now we're going to take our little bar and put it here. Grab our clamps. How does that look? It looks crooked. Why is my camera so crooked? I think I think my bar moves that I have overhead. I think it shifts. So I need to figure out a new way to. Okay, I need to move this. I have magnets that I adhered to the bottom of the table. So now they work okay. They hold the little bars and like little things, but they don't hold my big bars like I hope they would have. So I'm gonna put more up, but I want to fix this. I want to fix that issue first. Cause see, look at this. Look at this. I shouldn't be doing that. It's because the table's not level. Like the table's level, but the metal, I don't know how to explain it. It's like the metal is not level. Like the actual like table itself, like the frame is level. There we go. That'll do. We're just putting these on here in case it decides to open up and wreak havoc. And I thought about just drilling these down right into the table, but I'm like, well, I want to be able to take them off and wash them really easily. So we'll go get the other silicone mat, which is over in the other part of the kitchen. Okay. Might have to wipe this one down too. Hang on. Just gonna spray this one. What the deuce? I think I had them sitting next to each other. There we go. There's like one spot that had a couple pieces. Transfer. Well, what the? Okay. It's alright. We'll just take it as it comes. Let's get this side clean first so we can lay it down. You ever had those days where everything, it's like everything you touch just kind of falls apart a little? And it takes you twice as long to do something? Yeah, that's the day I've had today. I was at the market in Hutto and it was really, really windy. And the frame to my canopy got bent. So I was out before this live stream, I was out trying to fix it. And I think I have it fixed. We'll see. I hope so. I think I have it fixed. See, that's always the key. I think I have it fixed. All right. I'm gonna rinse this out. I can smell the cherry. It's funny. All right, we're at 290. So we gotta hustle our butts. There we go. Okay, that looks good. I'm gonna spray this. Just in case I didn't before. Excuse me. Now I get the hiccups. Hi. We're at 298. Look at that. I need to get the red and the brown. Have that ready. We are at 300, so let it go for another minute or so. I'm excited for this. I need to wash this jar out. Put it right there. Okay, whew. Breathe. Because I'm going to wait for this to get to 305. 310, somewhere in there. It's close. It's so, so close. As I like to say, it's just a tish off. Let me grab this guy. All right, here we go. I'll take this off the heat, bring it over here. We're gonna let it kind of mellow out. Can you see that? Not quite. All right, let me move it over just a little bit. That's why I grabbed 2 pot holders. Because that way I can shift if I need to. There we go. See, it's kind of got a little amber color on it. That's kind of what we want. Okay. Okay, I think I made an executive decision here. I think I want to have more lollies. Because I applied to another store, and I'm going to reach out, after this live stream, I'm going to reach out to another store. And my goal is to not have to do outdoor markets except for evening ones. Because 1, I'm a night owl. 2, I don't know if y'all been to Texas, but it's hot. And I don't mind the heat. But my Candy, she don't like it. She's like, no, please, I'm melting. So I just want to, like, I don't know. I mean, because I'm doing this market, and if you're in Austin, make sure, hey, let's connect on this. So if you're in Austin and you're looking for something to do this Saturday night, go down to the warehouse district. In the park that's down there, there's going to be me and a whole cubic butt ton of really cool artisans and makers and food people and food trucks and live music, and I think there's food trucks. Don't quote me. But yeah, starting at 5 p.m. goes till 10 p.m. It's going to be a great evening. It's going to be nice and cool because the sun ain't going to be out. It'll be great. It'll be great. So you can come sample some of the candy, which will be cool, right? Right? All right, then let's go back down to the candy making. Dun, da, da, da. Okay. I have the hiccups because I'm getting excited for this market. And yeah. Anywho. So I'm going to take this out. Put it in here. Turn it off. I'm going to take this. Put it in here. There we go. Again, watch the steam come off of it. And put the lid back on it because that gets really strong. Oh, and I don't have a measurement for these because I haven't done the cherry other than the sample batch that I made. So let's go for it. 1, 2, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, we're going to do 15 drops of red, or spooges of red. I'm going to do like 5 drops of brown, just to make it darker. Okay, 5.5. All right, let's see what we get. Oh, that's nice and dark. I like it. I wish I had a little GoPro and I could just put you in on my hat with my microphone and you can see what I see. Because I have one of those things that go around your neck, like for the phone, but it's very cumbersome. Okay, cherry is my favorite flavor, but not to make. Ugh. I have to make peach after this, which is going to be fine. Yeah, I like that color, I think. We can look at strawberry ones. I'll go get my old sheet. Because I think it's in the office. So you're coming with me to the office, but you're not really coming with me to the office. Strawberry. Okay, so let's do a few more drops of red. Because that strawberry has 27. So let's do that. Let's see, I did 20. Or 15, 25. So 25 and then oh, we're gonna have to wash our hands again. Okay. We got brown all over them. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I like that. That's a dark red. Yep. Okay, so that'll be that. Let's wipe this down. Make sure that we got give it a chance to dry a little bit before we go haywire on it. Yeah. Oy. So next week I'll be going live well, if everything works out okay, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And we're going to be making some test batches. We're going to be making some more lollies, but I want to do some hand-rolled lollies because I want to get some in the shop. I'm in the Artisan Mercantile right now, and I think it'd be really cool to have some lollies, like hand-rolled lollies in there. Okay. Yep. We are good to go. So I'm going to drip off some of this. Okay, I'm going to put that over there so it can chill out. Then we're going to grab, these have been sitting on the warming table. Oh no. Okay, and we're going to grab, hopefully I have enough ladles. I'm going to start in the back. You know what, I need to get before tomorrow I want to get the music set up for this because it's really quiet here. And I work better when I have some kind of music going. Alright, let's see if we can get this one full. I'm getting better at this. Can't quite get it full, but that's okay. So we're going to take this and just kind of scoop out what's a little bit is left. And then the rest of this will go in the sink once it cools a little bit. All right, you stay there. Stop. All right, next ladle. Okay, here we go. It's still kind of dribbly, but I think I can use it to top off the rest of this. Now these ladles I got at H-E-B. And I like these. I wish they were silicone though. Let's see if we can get this to Oh, got a little overfull. It's not coming out the spout. It's coming out wherever it wants. Whoa. Okay, do the same thing with this ladle. Scrape out what we can. There we go. Now I want to take these sticks and I give them a little twirl. I think I forgot to do that on the last ones. And I know you're all saying, where are your gloves, lady? Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't use gloves for lollies because it makes it more complicated. So, you know, like this one's kind of poking out. So that's why we kind of give it a turn. And then it'll settle down in there. There we go. Got all the sticks in there. Oh, I got this one to do. There we go. Another ladle. And I keep them in the Presto pot here, set it like 300 or so. So that way, I'm dipping a hot tool into the hot syrup so it doesn't crystallize. Let's bring this here. And then we're going to kind of avoid the mess there. And do a gentle, no. What if we do like this? Whoa. Now these are gonna go, the scraps from these are gonna go on some of my test batches of new marshmallow flavors. And then I have another person that I'm doing a collaboration with. So we'll see how that goes. She's another sweets maker. Whoa, what happened there, George? Here's a little highlighting, you guys. Jeez. I think we can do one here. At least get most of it. one more, I think. I'm going to do it this way. Ouch. That was a little warm. Okay. I'm going to let that sit for just a second. I'm going to go clear off a portion of this counter here so I can have room. Got a stack of towels I need to throw in the wash. All right. I'm going to move this stuff over. Because I measured out for my next 2 batches, except for the peanut brittle that we're going to be making tomorrow. So if you want to see peanut brittle being made, join us tomorrow for that wonderfulness. That goes really quick. So I think what I'll do is I'll measure out for the pecan or the peanut brittle, and then have another batch of candy ready to go for after. That'll just be straight up candy, not lollies. Maybe I'll do a tart batch, because I've got all the flavors that I do in sour, I do in tart as well. All right. So let's grab this one and dump a little bit out. Actually, I think we'll be okay. All right, we're going to function with this. Okay. Let's roll this up. I think I can get... Oops. That was not supposed to fall. I think I can get this one finished if I just scrape this out. Maybe. Well, it doesn't want to scrape it. Well, that sucks. Let's see, maybe I will fall in there. See, the cool thing is this is hot. So I think if I turn this, yeah, I need to oh, I don't wanna. This might be still hot enough where I can dip it just a little bit. All right, now it's like all over the place. That's okay. Hand poured lollies, not the prettiest right now, but okay, kick the scoop. There we go. I can chill out right there. Oops, you know what we need to do? We need to spin these sticks. Let me spin the sticks. I know I'm off camera, but just need to spin the ones that we just poured. All right, I'm coming back. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I didn't fall off the face of the earth. Okay. Now before we lose too much of this, let's grab my yellow gloves and we're going to pour these out. And I'm going to use this little spatula to just get the bottom. Oh, let's get this guy out of here. Let's put him right there. Okay, lifting it up. So that little spatula is trying really hard, but it's not doing a real good job. So I'm gonna have to go a little harder on it. All right, and I'm making sure we look good. All right, I think we're good for now. Is it perfect? No. Is it ever going to be perfect? No. Because you know what? Handmade. So, I'm going to use this guy to get this guy. There we go. Put all our tools in here. Let me grab my scraper. Scrape this little guy off. First, we're going to check and make sure that we didn't bring any crystallization. I don't see any. Because if there's, at least in my experience, if there's going to be crystallization, it would happen fairly rapidly. Yeah, this is a nice dark color. I was happy. All right, now we need to get this guy out of here. And he is a silicone specialist, so he should come right off. Here we go. Alright, let's take my gloves, pull that off the best I can, and then we'll let this sit over here and kind of do its chill thing. And then we need to move these. And then we're going to take this and this. And we're going to let it sit for a minute. Take my gloves off. I'm going to go get the hook ready. I will be right back. here's me talking, realizing I muted the microphone because I knew I needed to cough. It's okay. Welcome to my shiny world. Look, it's a bubble. Aw, that was unsatisfying. All right, roll this down. That's a rickety thing. That's gonna drive me crazy. I'll just put it in here. No, I might need this. Hang on, we're gonna put it over here on the other table, just in case I find I need it. See, it's still really hot. Can't wait till I get this table fixed and I can just throw it on the table and scrape it like a normal candy maker instead of having to deal with these silicone mats. Don't get me wrong, it's great because these are easy to clean. Like if the candy sticks to the table, that's not easy to clean. That's a pain in the butt. But it's so much faster when you can just scrape it, even if it sticks a little. Okay, now we're gonna take this and fold it this way. I'm going to pull it again. With this. And yeah, I could probably use a scraper with this, but I would be afraid of ripping the silicone because it's not stupid. It's thicker than, you know, the cheap ones, but it's not reinforced like a Silpat. So we just go with the flow. Look at that, that's so pretty. See, it's still really hot. It's kind of fun to play with it that way. But you just let it. Now, if you have sensitive hands, don't do that because it feels warm to me, but to someone else it might feel hot. and put it back in there. I'm going to pull this a little bit. And then I think yeah, we're getting to the point where, yep. So now we should be able to kind of just roll this in on itself. So I'm going to leave this here. I'm going to do the same thing over here. But I'm not good at this because I'm not left-handed. Kind of like Indigo. Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You built my father. Prepare to die. That's interesting. I'm definitely going to have to soak these ones because there's some red food coloring on them. They're not supposed to stain. Yeah, that's why I got gray and not white. Plus, I think the gray makes the colors pop just as good as white, but then it doesn't show stains as much either. Okay, now comes a time in our life when we do the flipperoo. And we make sure that, there we go. I think I got it stuck underneath there, but that's okay. Now, there we go. Now, because this silicone mat is so much more cool than the one we're using on top, I won't have a problem with it sticking, see? ice maker just went off and it made me jump because it's so quiet in here. Yeah, see, it got all pink. It's okay. I'm okay if it's stained because I'm hoping it's better to stain the silicone mat that's 40 bucks than a marble slab that's 4,000. Okay, come on. There you go. Good candy. There. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. All right. Now, just have to wait for it to cool a little bit longer. So we're going to move it this way. This is a cool part of the table. Okay. I'll let this sit for just one more minute or two. Take these off. Sorry about that. We went for a little trip. I knocked my microphone on the floor. I apologize. Okay, give me one moment. Okay, I'm gonna grab my other camera here and I'm gonna set it up so you guys can watch the hook happen, the action cam. Just realized we have a bunch of boxes that need to go outside. Well, that's okay. You get to see the life, the real true life. All right, I need my little gloves because these aren't as big on my hands. And so I can actually grasp things. There we go. Ooh, listen to that pop. All right. So you can tell it's hot because it's making my table go all wonker-doodle. There we go. Right over here. I wonder. God, that's really pretty. Alright. Isn't that a pretty red? I know, kind of on camera it looks a little brown or black, but it's red. Now does it look red? Yeah, that's a nice dark red. All right, I think we're ready. But first, Cherry gets a stripe. Just a stripe though. So, hopefully I can get this glove back on, because I can't do the scissors with the gloves. Okay, let's take that. I'll put it over here. There we go. It should be big enough. I can't get my glove back on. Sad day. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger. I think we made it too small. Yeah, there we go. So, put that under there so it stays nice and warm. I'll take this over to the hook. Yep. Now we're good. Yep. Oh, I gotta change the camera. Oh, good thing I'm thinking. There we go. Ta-da! This is a little batch, so this won't need to be pulled much, because we made a lot of lollies. go, Bessie. There we go. Couple more and we'll be good. Uh-oh. We're starting to stick. There we go. Yep, one more. Okay, I lied, one more. Oh, there we go. Now we don't have as many streaks. Okay, I'll put this under the lamp. Right here. Okay. And then I'm going to change into my other gloves and then come get you guys. So I don't leave you hanging. First we're going to do the overhead cam so I don't make you sick. All right. And then I think we're good right there. This thing wants to be. There we go. And charging cable. Somewhere, there it goes. Okay, now we can do that one. All right, give me one moment. Okay, I had to get a drink because no, it's starting to smooch. Oh, what are you doing here? You need to get out of my way, bucket. Okay, first this, then this. Okay. Okay. Okay, so next week I'm going to recanvas my my whatchamabobber, my heat pad, because that's a technical term, whatchamabobber. Would would you be interested in learning how I do that? There is a chunk of red in there. That's okay. This is still really warm. That's awesome. That means it's gonna do what I want it to do. I just thought of a funny joke. It's not that funny because it slams on guys, and most guys I know aren't that way. If you really want to know, just DM me on Instagram. I'll tell you. Okay, so we're gonna take this guy. I'm just gonna make a little stripe right here. We lift him up here. And put that right there. There we go. Okay, so this goes here. This goes here. Okay. All right. I gotta let these loose so I can have this space. So I'm taking the clamps off that are holding my bars. Maybe. There we go. I'll push the bars back so I can have the space for the candy. Okay. There we go. Now, come on, baby. So what we're gonna do, let's move this back over. There we go. This guy's gonna go here. There we go. Okay, so I'll flip this. Cut that guy. Okay. Ay, Dios mío. Okay. It always says that right when I need it. Give me a second. Go wash it off. Where did my sanitizing spray go? There it is. Okay. So there we go. Let's see if I can get my hands back. Hopefully this is not too hard. Doesn't look like it. There we go. He's gonna turn it into a blob. No blobs. It's because I had to step away for a minute. And these lamps are really warm. Okay, so let's do that. I want to put that there. Okay, I lost my stripe. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll move this a little bit closer. Haha, I caught it this time. Won't get sassy on me. Oh no! Okay. Make it work. Let's get this guy. Okay, I need to move this stuff out of the way. There we go. There's all this green candy still stuck around. And I cleaned it up and it's still like, hello, I'm here. That's funny. There we go. Okay, come on. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put you right here for right now. Because there we go. Now Now, are you kidding me? I didn't even touch it. I need to find a solution to this. Because I need the handle to come off, just not every 5 seconds. Those there. Okay. Stay where I put you, please. I don't think I have a drill bit small enough to put a set screw right there. But I could try. Because that's all it needs. There we go. There we go. Alright. Now let's not break anything else, okay? I think those are the 100-watt bulbs that are underneath here. I think what I need to do is switch around my bulbs because this gets too hot and that doesn't get hot enough. So I've got 150 and 200-watt bulbs. Okay. So let's move this guy around like that. These are really subtle stripes, but hey, they're stripes. Wait a minute, you. There we go. Okay. See if we can do it. I think that's the longest piece I've ever done. That's fantastic. Okay. Let's get you back up here. Like that. There we go. We'll do it like that. That works for me. Okay. We got this guy. Hopefully he's soft enough still. Yeah, I was having a discussion with a fellow candy maker over in the UK, and I might just order from someplace over there. Because the ones in America, I have to pay freight on it anyway. Like from the UK or Yugoslavia or where, wherever it's being made and manufactured. Plus taxes and tariffs and everything. So it's like, why wouldn't I just go right directly to the manufacturer then? Instead of going through a middle guy. I don't know. It's like anytime you deal with something unique, it's like you pay a unique tax. It's like, oh, we can charge you this much because I can order it directly from the manufacturer, and they were going to charge me like $12,000. The one company. And I can get it for $6,000 all in from the other company. So I don't know. What would you do? Let me know in the comments what you would do. Would you go with an American company even though the product is made in another country? Or would you just order it directly from the manufacturer and not go through a middleman? I don't know. I need to get a batch roller. That is plainly obvious to me, because this is where I spend most of my time, is reforming this thing. And if I could just, pull it, roll it, snip it, pull it, snip it, roll it, pull it, snip it, roll it, and I didn't have to worry about that chunk getting all chunky. Not that chunky's bad, yo. Just saying. Okay. Yeah, tonight we'll do peach. I think, I don't know, I got those, yeah, because then I have green apple, and then cherry and peach all go in the orchard mix. And I'm going to add more to that. I just, with things the way they are, I haven't had a chance to test anything. So we're going to test stuff. We're going to make some test batches next week. I think that's what we're going to do. Because I got some lime, I got some orange, I got lemon. I mean, how cool would that be to do citrus sours? I do have a tangerine. We could do tangerine sours. I mean, I'm just thinking out loud, yo. I do that a lot. I think out loud a lot. Welcome to my brain. If you weren't here live with me or watching this on the replay, I would have this whole conversation with myself, probably. Because, I mean, really, if you think about it, there's no one in the live stream right now. I am having this conversation with myself. But y'all are going to watch it later, so does that count as me talking to myself? Is this me having a conversation with myself, or is this me having a conversation with a future viewer? What does that mean? Where do you see where my brain goes, though? This is the kind of conversation I have in my brain. And this is why I do live streams, because if I'm going to talk, I might as well entertain people. Have fun, right? Bring joy, because candy's joy, yo. I say yo a lot. I don't know why. It's not my thing. I can just... Oh, I can't wait to make candy canes. I'm so excited for that. Hey, look at that. We're starting to be able to stay on the table. I forgot to roll it. Oh well. Handmade. Right? Right. See, we're supposed to roll these so they have kind of a twist in them. There we go. We're almost done. See, I need music. I won't say I'm getting bored, because this is really fun. It's really fun to watch the colors come together. But I feel like I'm not entertaining you guys. Like, this isn't enough. For me it's enough, because I'm simple. Not stupid. I'm just easily entertained. Okay. No. Okay. Oh no. Okay, hang on. I was afraid that would happen. And this is why. So we're going to cut this one by hand real quick. There we go. And we'll just kind of chop this up. There we go. Sad. It still turned out okay. We can make them work. Actually, you know what we're going to do? Put this back down. I'm going to cut these. So that's what happens sometimes. Just kind of does its own thing. So now we can take the scraper, scrape it off, and then brush it with some oil. And put it back together. There we go. Okay, we got the white bit, and we got the, we need to tighten that thing down again. That's craziness! Alright. How's this guy? This guy still seems fine. Let's see if he'll go through. There we go. Okay. That part got a little thin, so we're going to cut that there. Come on. why didn't the green apple behave like this? This stuff has been awesome. Okay, so we got that there. Got that. That. All right, we're getting down to the end. Okay, let's get this guy. Why does it always do that? There we go. Whew. 2 more. Then we're done. Then I'll give you a close-up of how this all turned out. Excuse me. My throat's a little scratchy. All right, last piece. Dun, 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 dun. Can someone give me a drum roll, please? All right. So now we'll wait about, I don't know, long enough for me to go use the restroom, get a drink of water, and sit for 5 minutes, other than going to the bathroom. So let's see if we can do this without making you ill. Oh, got this guy. Put that guy down there. So there is the candies we made today. These are cherry flavored. They are sold in 2 ounce and 4 ounce sizes. And then they come in the orchard mix, which comes in 4 and 8. So, I'm sorry to wiggle. So let's check that out. It's so pretty. Awesome. We got lots of it. But if you are an Austin local, I'll be in Austin Warehouse District on Saturday. Or you can go to the website at mamatcscandies.com. And I just launched it, so it's still got a few polishing things to do and a few wrinkles, but hey, it's there. And let's switch the camera. Let's see, where can I put this without dropping it? There we go. Don't want to drop it. So, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, the website is actually, you don't even need to do the www. You can just do mamatcscandies.com. and that is for local pickup only. And if you are local or you're going to be in the area, hey, if you're flying into Austin, I'll come meet you. It's cool. Me or Mikey, we'll figure it out. So I appreciate you. Remember, be kind to one another. Peace, love, and happiness.